Hello everyone, as you can see. Not as much of a surprise because, you know, it's hard to keep a surprise announcement when you actually go live on Twitch. But yeah, here's what the surprise is. Remnant from the Ashes has got new DLC. I'm gonna play it. I have been so hyped for this, like, all of today, when, you know, they're saying it's actually going to be released, I might have had the website up with the countdown on it. And then, you know, got mildly jump scared when the countdown finished and it beeped very loudly in my ear. The Mal saying, get my little tuckus ready for the rating I'm about to get. Yeah, I am expecting that. I am. Am I to Mal, better breathe on your drying paint, please? That might ignite it. And hello, Milk. You haven't bought it yet? Oh. You just gave me the founder's key. What the? Oh, I don't know. And a trait point. Weird way to start the game. Okay. I mean, honestly, the last thing I did in this was basically to try and speed my way through the game, so I could get, because I'd rerolled the campaign and forgot. Then I was told that, you know, you need to re-roll the campaign, and I got really salty. But then I realized, then I was informed that no, re-roll campaign. There's the DLC campaign. We're going to go on normal because, yeah, because yes. Right, let's go on with this campaign. Oh, I go immediately into a cutscene. Mal, you beat the DLC already. You made a twit longer, and good lord, you love this DLC. Oh, I really, really hope it's going to be good. I've got nothing but high hopes for it. Motor really wants to paint while I play, so you can do something creative. Oh, I really want to do something creative as well. And no, Twitch streaming does not count as creative in my book. Well, not for me.
Hope is what makes us human. Things will be better tomorrow, we say. Over and over. Until we die. A year ago, I walked the worlds and killed the Dreamer. The human that the Root were using to invade Earth. When I left that damn tower, I thought the war was finally over. But the Root are still here. Ford thinks we'll find the answer in the old wards, the ones they never heard from. So I'm heading to Ward Prime, where it all started. Hoping to find the Root's last connection to our world. I'm sure things will be better after that.
Yeah, they won't be. That was interesting. A nice little intro that voiced by my character.
I think we're getting close. Ford said Ward Prime should be just ahead.
Oh no, not Ward. Oh no, he's gonna die.
I don't know how anybody ever lived out here. Root could sneak up and you'd never know. Oh, it's creepy if you ask me. Give me concrete walls, rusted towers, anything.
Nah, I like this. It's peaceful. Quiet.
Yeah, that's the quiet before an ambush. Can't trust anything out here.
It sounds a lot worse than the male character's voice. Everything in this game sounds worse than the male character's
I
voice.
just couldn't live like that for long. How do you do it?
Someone has to do it. Someone has to, and it's always got to be me.
That's right heroic of you. Hell, a year ago I didn't think they could be stopped. Well, whatever the reason, I'm glad you came to us when you did. You know, I got a good feeling about this mission.
Oh, he's so gonna die. Oh, he's actually about to moving. Yeah, he's gonna die. Well, Ward, it was nice knowing you. It really was. And this is also going to be a nice little mix of update stuff because the game got patched today on consoles, and oh, it's so much needed. Mal and me have changed to the same voice line so far. Excellent. Mox here watching stream while playing with Reisum. Cool, hope you enjoy. Both things.
It looks just like the one in Ward 13, but smaller.
Oh my god.
According to Ford,
We're
the
hand
hive
holding
should be
him.
just up in those mountains. Shouldn't be hard to find. Hey, I think it would be a good idea.
Hello,
to
Ed.
check in
Welcome.
with the commander,
His name is Bo.
let the
Yes,
Ward know
Bo
we're okay
Ward.
and that we found a stone out here. Okay. I've never used one of these before, so. Hey, this isn't gonna do anything weird to me.
Yes. Well, good. He's not going to die. Bo is alive and well and at the back at the ward. It's all good. This is already really atmospheric and amazing. Ooh, moon. How? It says my nephew is true. Then my nephew, he did the same face as you did a few years ago. Oh, the Joker one. Nice. Yeah, so in my downtime I've gotten a different sidearm. I'm loving this. And we've set off a howl in chat. Oh, a purple ready. Hardened iron, because I've got too much of that stuff. Alchemist's Jewel. More hardened iron. Because apparently I do not have enough hardened iron, despite having upgraded every single one of my non-boss weapons to the maximum, apart from Stimulacra, and I still have about 200 of it left. Monthly up the max ammo and the mag count of the repeater pistol from 1395 to 1504. Ooh, oh, that's nice. I mean, that just further makes it even better. They've made the ult fire on this more accurate. Oh, because honestly, that mode, that crosshair was a lot wider. That's nice. I'm liking this. Kitty doesn't howl, Kitty does meow. Let's have a look at what that alchemist jewel is. Increase armor effectiveness by 50%, also increase it by 25, encumbrance by 25. Ain't no such thing as too much armor. Who cares if they hit you when they can't hurt you? Can't deny that. But at the same time, Leto's armor exists. That might be too much armor. Ed wanted to do Joker face paint for a long time. You've got green hair and you bet your ass not going to waste a chance. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That is definitely the best setup to do a Joker face paint. Sound design for the guns is just amazing. Yeah, I wholly agree. Sound design for a lot of this game is. Like, especially the guns that have, you know, otherworldly origins. Oh, so much good.
Oh shit!
Why is there more Ultra Instinct buggers? Okay then. I'm being shot at by quite a lot of things that have health for beyond reckoning. Woo!
That was rough.
Ah, it wasn't too rough. That was kind of fun. That ring, Leto Twisted Idol Alchemist ring, Barkskin trait. Yeah. You might be unable to actually move in Leto's set if you had that increased weight encumbrance. Enjoy this whole area is full of elites. Yeah, that was definitely an introduction. And whilst I think about it, because I keep doing this. Actually assigns the right enemy type. Mox says gameplay loop is also quite strong. Personally, the one thing that takes the game away from being perfect is the bosses. See, I really like how the bosses are done. In most cases, the bosses are crafted really well to be the right level of difficulty. They are difficult each within their own setting. They have their environment, which is always suited to them, and no two bosses are alike, so it really keeps you on your toes. But then you do get some really unfair ones. Twist Slide reduces encumbrance now. Oh, okay. That is good then. I do kind of want to see, full Leto set with the Alchemist ring, to see if you actually, just become completely immobile.
Oh shit!
I mean, that is a personal thing though on the boss's front. Like, I personally think this game is exceptionally well crafted in almost every way. But no, everyone's got different opinions, and this game did not do anywhere near as well as it should have done. Honestly, this game deserved a lot better. Moto's fine-ish. Wisdom Tooth is kind of gone less painful. So far, still annoying as fuck, but maybe it'll get better soon. And wishing paint to try so you can paint more. So yeah, it's fair. I mean, Gorefist is a little dodgy because the exploding meatballs blindsiding you. Yeah. Gorefist is a little on the edging towards unfair side. As is Riphide. Dream Eater can piss right off. Dream Eater is what I would consider probably the game's one most unfair boss. But to be fair, in the grand scheme of how many bosses there are in the game, one of them being actually genuinely unfair is not too bad. I mean, to be fair, I haven't faced off against all the bosses in the game. I mean, I think there's one or two that I've yet to face, from what I can remember, because I worked out there was one world boss and 4 dungeon bosses that I've not encountered. I've since encountered most of those. Are you seeing a bit of lag here? You don't think all the fog was worth it? Yeah, it is tanking a little on the performance side. If you can hear that, that's storming winds outside. I guess that's a... Can't actually get into that bit yet. Oh, cookie. Has eaten. Yes, I can confirm. I heard making soup, heating the soup up, and then forgetting about it and chatting, and then it going cold, which made me giggle. I won't lie. Oh, that was a bit quick on getting his shield back. 1043 BTS. Believe me, I don't wanna. You do not want to fight Dream Eater. Let's see, Mock. You get to fight some. Oh, sorry. There are some bosses you like, but the whole game is good. Needs some polishing on the bosses. See, I don't see. I personally don't see what the problem is with the bosses. Like, yes, there's a few bosses that could be done better, but in general, the bosses do what they're meant to do. Yeah, a couple of them are glitched, and a couple of them are overly difficult. But I wouldn't say that they're unfair for the most part. Note that I say for the most part, there are definitely some unfair bosses in this game. So he goes to platinum the game thanks to new DLC, making the first 10 rounds easier. You can get the course achievements easier. Yeah, just watch out for those armor sets. The armor sets achievements, that'll set you back a long time, unless they've sneakily upped the rate at which glowing fragments drop. Got some luck. Why is the talk suddenly turned to yogurt? Am I blaming you for the yogurt talk? Head needs food now because his stomach just woke up fluffy. Yeah. Yeah, Mal, when I'm talking about the skins, the scrap cost, oddly enough, the scrap cost is what people say is the ball ache. I'm sorry, have you not seen the amount of scrap I have? You know, 95,000. I've got scrap. I've got scrap to spare. That ain't the issue. The issue is farming 640 at least glowing fragments. Especially when, you know, I looked up how to farm glowing fragments easily, and literally all the guides say either do survival or roll adventure mode on hard, or campaign on hard, or higher. I was like, that's not a farming guide, that's just how to get them. Can that Sekiro? I will still argue that Sekiro is just badly designed all around. Like, don't get me wrong, Sekiro does have some really nice concepts and ideas, but the level of bullshit in that game is really high compared to the rest of the Souls series. The damage I do with this gun is just nuts. I'm a big fan of this. I should probably heal. So I wouldn't mind the glowing fragments thing so much if it was done more like the upgrade materials. So the higher your gear score and the more further in the game you are, the more advanced materials start dropping. So if glowing materials started dropping like that, that'd be fine. I'd be quite happy with that. Wouldn't mind the grind so much. It's the fact that they are locked to hard difficulty and above and survival. And it's like, eh. You're concerned about two weapons in the game. The hero's sword, 5 damage at level 1, and the endgame weapon the final boss gave you, 12 damage at plus 9. Ooh, that's a bit bad. Oh, great. Where is that coming from? Oh, it's... Oh, okay, okay. New monsters. Finally get new monsters coming through. Good, good. You guys look like skaven. You guys look very much like skaven. That's not a bad thing. They very much are skaven. Ah! I think I actually missed all those. Oh well. You don't think, you know, survive the siege. It's not a survival though. Survival indicates stay alive for a certain amount of time. This is kill all enemies. Or at least that's how it's presenting itself, is kill all enemies. Oh, that's not good. Could really use an ammo drop. I really could use them dropping some ammo. As soon as I say that, he drops an ammo pack. I'm out. Pretty sure I got a spawn point here. Yeah. Line because ouch, 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 ouch. Because there's a pile of ammo pickups there. Oh, the callouts are still annoying as hell. Not as bad as Yakumo's gotten in Code Vein though. Oh man. Hey. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a bit cheap. That's really kind of cheap. Okay. Let's see. Rat time. Someone say Vermintide. Sounds like Skaven. Yep. You hate these enemies because the range one uses the assault rifle. Everyone has one but Mal. Yeah, Mal's obsession with the assault rifle is hilarious. Mostly because it's supposed to be the upgrade weapon for his own class, and he can't get it. You want it. You won't even use it at this point. You just want it. I know. I still went around and upgraded it to plus 19 just because I can. I have 12 ammo boxes, enough scrap to buy a few nukes. I know, but I'll probably need those for something, greater. This is just throwing trash at me. They get taller? Oh, wow. Spawn camping, yep. When in doubt, spawn camp.
That was rough.
That was apparently rough, even though the fighting stopped a while ago. You go from a dungeon, the assault rifle, yeah, it only spawns in a certain dungeon. And it's the dungeon that gives you the ex-cultist trait if you didn't start as an ex-cultist. It's just, you know, just like there's the encounter that gives you the stuff for the scrapper and also for the hunter. That's the one for the ex-cultist. Oh, I know that sound. The thing about the weapons in this and the gear, actually no, the gear is the exception, but the weapons all set spawn points. They'll always spawn in the same dungeons in the same area. I mean, this DLC might have changed that, but for the most part, they will always be in that same dungeon. Okay, we have a rot mage. Okay, that guy had a shield and I still managed to one-shot him with the sniper rifle. Big boy with big gun, so easy. Yeah, the sniper rifle does make most elites and bosses in this fairly trivial with the amount of insane damage it puts out. Those guys will shred you if you aren't careful. Oh, I know. No, I know, I've faced them many a time. The hilarious thing is, when I was first facing them in the campaign, when I started streaming this the first time, they wouldn't even shoot at me. Wait, no, there's actually before I started streaming. For some weird reason, they wouldn't even shoot at me. They'd spawn, they'd look at me, I'd kill them, and they just wouldn't be shooting at me. Also, if you can hear that, that's the wind. That is the bloody wind outside. The mage shot him in the back, removing his shield. Oh, yeah, friendly fire in this game is wonderful. Gets a thumbs up from me, definitely. Enemy friendly fire is so nice. Yeah, Mock puts in quotes, friendly fire. Yep. Hence why, as I recall, technically the term friendly fire no longer exists in the military. Well, not in the US military. It's now called collateral damage, because of the frequency of which it's happening. And, you know, the whole thing of, you know, Murphy's Law. Friendly fire is... Does apply to friends as well, yes. But the damage you do to your co-op partner is vastly reduced, just by default, and doing, I think, killing your co-op partner like 20 times, might be less than that, will give you a trait, which I'm pretty sure it reduces the amount of damage you take from your partner's shots anyway. Or that might be the trait you get for being killed that many times. In fact, that's apparently an achievement, to kill your friend in the Bravos encounter. I hope not. Oh no, please don't let them have gone and retroactively made that an achievement. Oh. Why? Why would that need to be done? The rest of the game has always enforced, you know, like, all the achievements in this can be obtained on normal difficulty and playing solo. Why would they put in something that requires co-op now? Brabus what? It's an encounter on Earth. If you have a certain item in your inventory and your partner doesn't, then Brabus will, as a test, ask you to kill your co-op partner. But if you're playing solo and you have the item in your inventory, Brabus has to ask you to give it to him, and then he gives you free passage. And also an armor set. To snack or not to snack? That is the question. Yes. The answer is yes, I've already snacked. It's all hearsay, you have no evidence. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's 3 hidden trophies in this DLC. And when I first looked, they were all, well, the platinum, well, not the platinum, the final boss and 2 of the hidden ones were 0%. Which, to be fair, was quite, you know, quite surprising. That might be the thing you're talking about. Quite possibly. Any motive but effort. If they say you're might to be your friend doesn't. That is exact. That, well, that's how you get one of the traits. Because not counting the DLC, the game has 32 traits, and there's an achievement for getting 30 of them. That is one of the traits. So when I saw that, I was like, well, that's the one that I'm completely skipping. I think I also skipped the one that's, you know, kill 100 enemies for with 10 different guns, because like I don't know how to count how many times I've killed enemies with different guns. I'm not going to do that. That's a huge pain in the ass. Ah, and Ward Prime. It's a game very much, you know, Fallout, Vault vibes. Only, you know, with root stuff all around. Oh, there's a checkpoint down there. Oh, okay. Security level 1, main bay B1, medical bay B2, laboratory B3. Yeah, sounds about right. And similar to R1. You looked at the hidden trophies, they were all at 0.1% when you checked, even uncovering them, and they all seemed to be interesting. Okay, so nothing is actually linked to the Brabus event. Because that would be really silly if they went back and added a trophy for that. Welcome to a level that has a mindfuck. Oh, nice. Yeah, I might as well use the checkpoints. I could use a bit more ammo and my Dragon Heart's back. Explore the first ward. What on earth? That looks a similar kind of shell that went around the Dreamer. If I need help and have no idea what to do, call upon you. I shall do, thank you, Malorus. Oh, it's a big door. That's a real big door. Okay, so there's no power. Don't see you walking about 5 minutes wondering what the fuck to do. I'm sorry, is that a... No, it's not a blue crystal, but there's something weird in there. Okay. Well, first things first, find the reactor. Main bay power. The first thing that I find is the main bay power. Wow. Ah, it's missing a fuse. Of course it's missing a fuse. I suppose you could say it refuses to work. I'm in a bit of a punny mood today, and wow, tonight, and you can all blame my sibling for that. As soon as I woke up, we were basically exchanging egg puns. Oh, what the? What on earth are you? Okay. I'm just gonna have a look in here. Welcome to the midden fuck. The midden fuck. I'm gonna have to come back here when I turn the power on. Wait, there's another little thing over there. Remember the final boss and how he rifted you? That's the mechanic in this, and that fucker's riftbound. Oh. Right, that makes sense. I think I just saw what I'm supposed to do. But I'm exploring first. Oh wait, no, this is the way I came back. Actually, no, it's not. It's just another way to go up. Reactor Bay! That's where I'm going to need to go eventually, I think. Oh yeah, there's another one in there. Cease. Nope. Wow. Okie dokie. Oh, that thing's got a lot of health. That thing has a rather lot of health. I'm sorry, what? Did it just regenerate? Oh no, don't be one of these things. It is, though. It is exactly what this is. That's an unkillable enemy. Oh!
That was rough.
Ah. Fair. There's an awesome mechanic with in the rift. Those flying things don't stop spawning as far as you're aware. The rift routes are unkillable. And we have now encountered my first problem with the DLC. Unkillable enemies? Not a fan. Unkillable enemies to force a pursuit mechanic is just... It's kind of lazy design in my opinion. Because, you know, it's been done to death with stuff like Resident Evil and Dead Space. It's like, oh, what? This is another thing you can't kill. You have to run away from. Cool. That's the exact type of dynamic I wanted in a shooting game. Is something I can't shoot, but can still kill me. Giving more Corsa's flashbacks. It did me too with when it knelt down in pain. there was me thinking, oh, it's like one of the courses things you have to shoot in the blue lights to kill. Oh. We're just going to go eat. Yes,
Dr.
go eat.
Yuri Karsgaard, September 30th, 1960. Today is a suspicious day. The crystal and its corresponding structures. Commander Neville has access to the writings. The runes are unlike any script I've ever seen. Commander Neville believes they are of extraterrestrial origin. But I believe they originate from a civilization much, much older than we have yet known. Deciphering them proved difficult at first. I believe I have found a pattern, and I am working on a lexicon. Others do not see it yet. Some even claim I am making things up, but I see clear elements of logic in the runes. A story.
Excuse me.
I hope to know more in the coming months.
I caught the fact that I was about to sneeze, so I muted myself. Ah. Okay, so interesting. War Prime is very much a puzzle thing, like Ring Around Rosie. Personally liked it, but I know people wouldn't. I've got no problem with puzzles. None whatsoever, but forced pursuits to inflict a sort of tense horror feel, not a fan of it. It feels lazily done to me. Bless me. The only blessing that needs to be done to me is, you know, the kind that involves fire. By fire be cleansed. I have been in there. Medical bay, because nothing ever bad happens in the medical bay. Nothing. Except, oh, I don't know, everything bad always happens in the medical centre. It's a horror trope. Med bay is supposed to be the one place you're safe. You ain't safe. So you will say that I'm not going to like Ward Prime because all the Rift Cage things do involve those enemies in multiples. Well, now I see why they're, you know, throwing ammo boxes at me at least. If I can't kill things, where am I going to get my ammo from? Oh yeah, another part of that mechanic I don't like. Yes, things that you can't kill, which means you can't get more ammo from them. A shooting game where we restrict your ammo? No, that's not artificial difficulty we use in horror games at all. Oh, but wait, yes it is. But the other part of the DLC has plenty of very killable things. Well, at least I found where I need to go when I find the rift. Well, there's two of those stalking around things now. You officially hate more people. What's happened then? An arrow box. They're acting as if I wasn't walking in here with loads already. Go back while you sort something else. Go for it. Hope that whatever it is improves. Medical storage. That looks like what I need to get. That ain't gonna open. There's bandages and blood wart in there. I definitely want to get in there. I'm guessing it's not gonna happen until I destroy the lock thing. There's a lot of these things all around the place, and this is getting very much more maze-like. Questioning their design decision on this one. Oh, there's the ward rift. Right, so I need to go through there. Here. Somewhere around here. There it is. Okay. That's an easy enough path to navigate. So far, nice intro, but it seems to bog down a bit. I mean, it's, you know, doesn't help the fact that with, you know, my gameplay style in this is very much, I take things quite slow because I like to try and find all of the hidden things. Apparently I'm doing the exact same thing that Mal was doing. Hey, it's no bad thing. Oh, a purple thing. Well, I need to try and find a way of getting in there. Okay. I mean, it's probably going to be, you know, I go into the area that I've just opened up, and that will be how I get into that bit. Great minds think alike. Yes, but don't want to invoke the rest of that saying. Great minds think alike, but fools seldom differ. Ah, that was too hopeful. Learn to pass the cage and then beeline it. Yep. I know where I am, I know where I need to be. Alright, go there as fast as possible. Despite that being a very climbable height, you can't climb up there. I thought so. This game has never really allowed you to climb, only mantle over things that are, you know, below chest height. Like, but you have arms. But my arms are used for gun. But you could pull yourself up. But gun! You know, well, that said. Praise the gun. This game does not shy away from what influenced it. Are you going to let me in there? No, you're not. You are, however, going to let me in here like this, though. Oh. How do you get that? You need that emote. Finish the game. That's literally it. You kill the last boss and you get the Praise the Gun emote. Welcome back, Emoto. This is where you got confused because, like, it's very maze-like and not clear where you have to go. Ah. Okay, I should probably actually... October 31st, 1960. Ah, Halloween. Astounding. The runes are a history, even a kind of instruction manual. The author, whose runic name could be best translated as Clawbone, that should be your first sign of danger. You know, if you're following things written by someone whose name is Clawbone, maybe don't continue. Seems to have been a kind of missionary from his own country, and the runes his epistle. He speaks of the perfection of his home country, a land without sickness, pain, suffering, or sorrow, a land even without death. I assume only he is speaking about an ancient form of heaven. No, he's not. He's talking about the root-infested lands. I've tried to teach others to decipher the runes, but all my efforts have been in vain. They cannot see the patterns I see, and some even claim I am delusional. I had not thought myself much more intelligent than the other scientists, but perhaps I was wrong. Oh dear. In any case, I've I proved my methods beyond doubt when I used the ruby lens to decipher the door's passcode. As a result, Commander Neville has put me on deciphering the runes full time. It is my project now. The window was where you were stuck because you never knew something you could jump through. See here, I've explored Earth so many times. I make it a habit of actually. Oh, well, that's there's a little glitch for you. Oh, that is just the entire thing. Okay. Red flags. Yeah. Ward Prime maintenance key. And a recording.
Dr. Yurik Harsgard, June 7th, 1961. I have made
It go red.
a
It go
tremendous
blue.
breakthrough.
Red. Blue.
The crystal
Red. Blue.
may not be a power source at all. The author of the runes, the one who calls themselves Clawbone, calls it a world stone and suggests it may be used as a kind of viewing or even transportation device. I had originally thought the runes described Clawbone's countries, some prehistoric civilization on a distant continent perhaps. But I have since come to understand that the author
Harsgard's name that comes up in item
is
descriptions
not
near the end of the
from
game.
our
The DLC
world.
shows draw a lot. Yep. That's the recording you're missing.
He or she may not even be human. The passage I've deciphered speaks of many
You're welcome,
different
Malrus.
of pain and suffering and death, and most importantly, how Clawbone's people have evolved beyond it all and strive to share what they've learned.
For the store achievement.
I believe.
I
we
saw that
may
one. I thought
be
I kind of
able
want to do that to
reach
try and do that first
these
time.
other worlds. Virtually, at least, if not
And me
physically.
disliking this world
The
so
runes
much,
speak of
I'm definitely going to want to try and do it
minds
first
and
time.
minds.
I don't like
To
coming back
see
here.
into other worlds, perhaps even speak to them. They may even hold the key to finding
Just-
the world of
You're welcome,
Clawbone
Mally
himself.
Daddy. Thank you for the reminder, Mocky Daddy.
It's a lot to take in.
Just as he said, it's a lot to
Captain
take
Ford
in.
hesitant to believe it,
Timing.
but they have not read the runes. And for whatever reason, they cannot. But Clawbone is not some savage historian. He speaks of science with astounding accuracy, and what may seem like magic is likely just science we have yet to discover. I have given
I
instructions.
mean, that's the definition of magic.
How to connect the minds of human volunteers to the World Stone. We are to begin experiments immediately.
You're getting used to that at this point.
If Clawbone is indeed ignorant, we will know soon enough.
Oh yeah, it just means I have to evolve it, don't I?
If I am right, then we may rewrite our understanding of the entire universe.
Once you get all the cages broken open, you can return at any point in search. Oh, I really hope that means that. Oh yeah, because then the enemies wouldn't be there, would they? Yeah. Right, let's go and unlock the maintenance door thing. If I can remember where it was. Because there's no reason to enter the rift. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I've got such a poor memory for certain things. This definitely being one of those things. Ah, here we are. Research bay? Would this be it? Nope. Upstairs next to the rift blob. Ah, okay. I just had another idea. Oh dear. Yeah, apologies for the next few streams in a row, I'm probably going to be coughing a lot more and sneezing because, yay, I have a cold. I detest having colds. Ah, maintenance access. That's what's here. Turns a recipe person from Final Fantasy 15. Yes. I thought of a new recipe. Good for you. You know, I actually really need to sit down and actually play Final Fantasy 15 at some point. I own it, I just, haven't really played it properly. Of course. If I didn't go and investigate, it would have bugged me. This way. My memory really is not that great today. Motor says, what if Loki rarely even leaves the room he and Angerboda live at? Maybe because he's busy looking after the children. Maybe because he's cooking up some potions or whatever. So in the scenario I told you about, it's not Loki but Angerboda who encounters a desperate person and their child. Yeah, that could work. Oh, and there's the cage. An ammo box.
Dr.
You getting old now?
Oh
no.
December 13th, 1962.
Now I'm getting very old.
The early wards have experienced a number of setbacks. The Dreamer in Ward 2 was the center of a mass murder-suicide earlier this year.
Oh, fun!
Ward 3 is now nothing more than a burnt-out husk. These incidents seem to have stemmed from miscalculations with the Dreamers. Their minds could not handle the reality of what they experienced. Or so I suspect. There have been murmurings to shut down wards, but Clawbone's right warned such things might happen.
It's not that simple though, sadly.
There is no other way. If we are to save our world, to bind our minds with Clawbone
There's the hard
himself,
point.
then these are the sacrifices that must be made. Everyone knows what is at stake.
I just smile leaving back to the house, and that way you can have a moment of, you took me to a witch, you were looking for help. Yes, but a witch? Do you want to save your son or not? I do, but Loki slams open the door. Stop arguing, get your ass over here, my potion's getting cold. Oh, the wonderful thing that the potion's temperature actually determines its effectiveness. Oh! Oh, what fun! This doctor's getting crazier. Oh, yeah. Oh. Boss fog. Oh, no. Oh, for the love of bollocksing arse wank shitery. There's one down there and there's one up there. Of course there would be. That makes perfect sense. Just double check that that's actually, the correct path to take. No, a little bit to give something the old run around. Oh, and there's a dead end up here as well. Cool. But at least, yes, that is the way I'm supposed to be going. What I'm going to do, actually, if I've got some in my inventory, I haven't, sold them like I usually do. 3 of them, you will tell you that, but you won't tell the location. I mean, I can see them, Mal. But thank you for the confirmation, because one right there, and the other one is there. Oh, that thing's changing floors as well. Great. Okay, we're going to go downstairs first then. I do not think... Oh, I do! Adrenaline! Because run fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta be Sonic. Gotta go real fast. Ooh, those things do damage. Not approve of that damage. There we go. Word for parents and their child is exploring one of his kids, Magni or Modi. He'd have one hell of attitude. Yes, true, he would. You're basically defining things the worst part because of the damage they do. There's only one that changes floors you thought there were. Suddenly this doesn't seem so bad. Oh, shush. You can stop existing.
Get it!
If you would rather be halfway at once, it would be. There we go. Done with minimal issues. But also, there's like this... There's that gateway as well. Well, it's a bit of a longer run, but hey, hell. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done. You wish Scooter rankle upon me. Turn on the reactor room opposite the cage. No! I'd do this first. I'm very heavily aware that I probably can't do anything at all in this area until I do that, but still, I'm being stubborn, damn it. Ooh. Aha! I know where I am. Still not a fan of the pursuing enemies as they are, but this isn't as bad as it could have been. It could have been a lot worse. Out the staircase, shoot the lock through the hole, because I know you'll know almost it. You're not wrong. So that's how you get into the big room. Thank you for that, Mal. I did indeed miss it. Thor, what are you feeding my son? Loki, it's medicine. What are you feeding him? It lowers the fever and reduces inflammation. You'll answer me only if you poison my son. If you keep distracting and annoying me, I will poison your son. And Yoda, hush die. No poisoning patients. Fine, and I'll poison him, points at Thor. Hell, sweetie, do you want an ugly, hairy pet? Thor, outraged noises. I mean, to be fair, Loki did, you know, poison and stab Thor quite a lot. Oh. Ward Prime Command and Control. Access Terminal. That sounds like it might not be good. Always happy to help. Oh, Mal. Oh, Mal. I can feel that thing vibrate through the controller when I walk through it. Loki got railed by a horse. Yeah, but he also might have enjoyed it. Just Loki after all, remember? There isn't anything down here. Oh well. I had no reason to come back in here. Well. It's fine. It's all fine. Time to find the fuse, yep. Hopefully. Hell, thanks, I already have Fenrir. Oh, you fine, thought you get to live, but only because my daughter doesn't want you. Ah! I mean, to be fair, Hell also has, Garma. Yeah. Oh, wait. There's nothing in here that's actually giving me the need to go through it. No. Sorry, I just saw this strange insect on the side of my of the boiler in my room and wondered what it was. It's a fly. It's a fly in just a very interesting lighting that I've not really seen flies in before. He's got a purple. Whee. Adrenaline. Ring of Honor. I have none of that. None whatsoever. Ring of Honor. Increases health by 10, stamina by 10, and reduces armor endurance by 10. It's the Ring of Protection. I would use it, except, you know, I have no actual need to. Property damage. Always, always property damage. Fat ring. Yep. Hello. Log. That's a lot of stuff. Has anyone seen the ketamine? I swear we had 100 cc's a few days ago. Wait, put that in Twisted Eidolon, you'll have 0 encumbrance. That's kind of cool. Never mind, found ketamine, Owen has it. By the way, Owens is fired. All future access to the medical storage locker has to go through Chief Simpkin. Thanks, hippies, this is why we can't have nice things. Alright, need to go for breakfast. Go for it, Mark. Hope you enjoy. Dream moving in War 2. Gaston's been shifting in his chair, even on sedation. Oh. Emoto, you and Maz need to work on a song now that starts off No one dreams like Gaston. Schleiermacher is concerned the dreamer's brain is rejecting the World Stone connection. Should we increase his dosage? Please advise. Do not increase sedation. Harsgard does not want to lose any dream lucidity. He suggests, however, that we strengthen Gaston's restraints. Dr. Lim, please see that this is done. That just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. It really does. I wonder if there's a zero encumbrance dodge. Yeah, you just unlock teleporting and just go ping! Emoto's already out now to work on it. I just read the reports regarding Ward 1. Do these meds ever get towards Ward 1? In hindsight, it seems like we could have prevented an awful tragedy. No one dreams like Gaston, no one screams like Gaston, no one's chest is covered in as much root as Gaston. Oh, I'm not sure. I'd say what happened in World 1 wasn't depression, but some kind of contagion. They sealed the whole thing up, bodies and all. Okay. Bodies and all? Then what were they carting out the other night? They looked like bodies to me, though it was difficult to tell with the lights out. That's worrying. Thank you to continue. Unlock medicine storage. Unlock complete. Imagine if that thing wasn't on the other side of the rift when I turned around. Medical storage. So, will you fucking salt and paint dry as fucking last? I want to paint. I tried to occupy my mind, but I can't focus on reading. You want to paint. Ward Prime keycard! Woo! There's a lot of medical equipment in there. I can get the keycard. I have the keycard. Stream delay is a thing. Oh, it's another one. Where's the rift at least? Oh, right, that's a shortcut. Cool. I don't like those things. I really don't like those things at all. Ooh. Wish I could at least show you the sketch so far, but it's partially covered in salt, and you're kind of proud of it for once. That's good. It's good that you're proud of it. February 9th, 1963. Alas, I will never have that conversation with Schleckenmeyer. At least not... Oh, sorry, Schleiermacher. At least not in the manner I hoped. The man has become unhinged. He has definitely seen Clawbone. The notes of the late Dr. Bronner provided some insight into what happened in Ward 1. Although the Dreamer had not bonded to any Guardian in a proper sense, Clawbone, or something similar, was trying to speak through the Dreamer to the scientists of the ward. Their minds could not handle his contact, and it manifested as an advanced form of nihilism that led to the deaths of many. Why have I not been affected in this way? Perhaps because I've read the runes. I've seen Clawbone's society, a vision of what ours could be. Or perhaps I have not been affected for the same reason I alone seem to be able to decipher the runes. Cessation is equality, serenity among ashes. These words were in Dr. Brenner's final notes. He interpreted them existentially, based on a Darwinian assumption that survival is the ultimate goal and cessation therefore is evil. It drove him insane. That is not how I read these words at all. This incident makes one thing clear. Well, sorry, one thing at least very clear. When we have perfected the Dreamers, when we finally speak with Clawbone, I must be the one to speak to him. Yurik. Get my mods by resting. Oh, yeah. Get the feeling that where I'm going to need to go is downstairs. You know, after I go through the rift, I'm going to need to belt it downstairs. Yeah, definitely. Definitely going to be belting it downstairs. And where, oh, where is the cage? There's the cage. Oh! Oh, there's only 3 of them. And there's a couple of those patrolling. Okay, cool. When you try and shove someone's mind through a server connected to someone else's world, it's going to send them loopy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Hey, you know what? I don't need the mods. Not yet. I'm just going to run and do it. Probably going to end in my downfall, but hell. Checkpoint semi nearby. Okay, so if they went down that way... This could be worse. This could be, you know, the whole thing of... all 3 are good to break for all the loot. Ooh, this place is interesting. In which case I will be. I'll break them all. I was going to anyway, but you know.
Dr. Yurik Harsgaard.
Hey, there's the achievement.
April 10th, 1964. I am leaving for Ward 13. The experiments of Ward Prime have proven informative. But we are exploring more promising avenues in the other wards. Starting with subject 2409. Dr. Itzaso says the Dreamer has successfully connected, the first of our Dreamers to do so, and his vitals are stable. Let us see what he sees. From Ward 13.
And you know, the achievement.
I will also be able to visit the rooms easily. I learn more every time I investigate them. Even reading the same passages over again, I see.
So yeah, it looks like that one was the only one you're missing now.
I did not know before, as if the text were speaking directly to my mind. We will continue the Dreamer projects, tuning them, perfecting them. One day, I can connect a Dreamer to Clawbone himself. I can feel him waiting on the edge of perception.
I was missing 2 of them. One found in the room with the key and the one I found somewhere else on the medical ward. Ooh, okay.
Dreams. Speak with him.
Oh, hello Callie and hello Mum and
He
Dad.
has the answers we need. If we can but find that one crucial connection. Immortality, equality, cessation, serenity. Soon we'll have it all.
So what I'm gathering from listening to these audio recordings is that it was all that guy's fault. Oh, yeah, of course. Knowledge. Frenzy dust. Which I really need. Ah, the fuse. This is no longer going to be confusing. Mal, no life for scientists ever start speaking like that. They're getting a 44 straight through the brain. I'll serve the jail time, just say the word for Dr. Crazy Boots. Anyway, so wants input on something. What kind of colour palette works well with pale blue skin and gold adornments and red eyes? I will throw that one out to chat because I have no idea. Log. Okay. June 24th, 1968. Based on lack of response, I assume this computer is used for logging purposes rather than communication. That's unfortunate. I've been down here for 3 days now with no contact, so I might as well log my own report. I was part of a fire team sent to clear hostiles from the lower levels. We encountered heavy resistance and were forced to retreat. In doing so, I got separated from my team and took shelter here. Unfortunately, now the door won't budge. I'm trapped. There's plenty of food, so survival shouldn't be a problem. I expect they'll find me after the invasion has been contained. Until then, I'll continue working at the door, listening for signs of activity, and maintaining a state of readiness. Private Torres out. Oh dear. Something tells me Private Torres is not going to have a good time. June 28th, 1968. To be honest, the data's report is just a guess. I've slept 5 times since the last log, but I have no way of knowing how much time has actually passed. Haven't heard any activity outside the door, and I've spent most of my time keeping in shape and investigating my surroundings. It looks like there are mixed drugs for the dreamers in here. I also found a fuse abandoned behind a cabinet. It appears functional and may even be the reason the door won't work, but I've been unable to find any circuit breakers that need it. I'll keep looking. That's all I had to report, I guess. I'm safe for now. I'm grateful, but I hope they find me soon. I'm getting antsy for someone to talk to. July 2? 3? I've lost track of the date. Sorry, I'm certain I'm staying awake longer than normal, probably sleeping longer too. Who knows? I heard noises outside today, howling and gunfire. I slammed on the door, shouting as loud as I could, but no one came. Then the screaming started. Got real quiet after that. Still safe, I guess, but I might be stuck here longer than I thought. Much later. Welcome back, Ed. I have no idea how much time has passed. I'm basically just typing in this thing for something to do. No one's come. It's completely quiet outside the door. Jerry thinks that they forgot about us, or maybe they're all dead. The roots in here are growing faster. I can't see them growing or anything, I just swear they're getting bigger. I'm kind of scared to go near them. Still got food. And Jerry. So that's something. At least I'm not alone. Jerry. Has our Private Torres here gone so mad and turned a jerry can into his friend? Bored. I think I'm starting to go nuts. We're running out of ways to pass the time. We played scavenger hunts, Mad Libs, charades, hide and seek. It's totally unfair how good Jerry is at that one. I even taught Jerry the drum line to I Can See for Miles. That got old after 13th repetition. Jerry thinks we should try some of the drugs in here. I told him he's crazy. Who knows what that would do? What do to us? Heard some new noises outside. Growling, chittering, maybe even speaking. I couldn't make any words though. There was some scratching at the door. I banged on it and yelled, why the hell not, right? Open is open, even I had to fight my way out. But whoever was out there went away. That was like 7 sleeps ago? Hell, maybe I hallucinated it. I miss other people. I'm good, Ed. Just working my way through this. Emoto's good. 8 yogurt and put ointment on gums. Look at the fuse when I can. Ooh. Oh, the fuse is going to be called Jerry. Of course. Poked at the roots today. Thought I saw something glowing underneath, so I got a scalpel and cut into them. Didn't get very far. They wouldn't stop screaming. I shouldn't be surprised. The same thing happened with the walls the other day. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. In which Jerry wins. Stopped counting sleeps after like 40. Or was it 60? That doesn't much matter. Starting on the drugs today. We'll go easy at first. Maybe that Gaston's cocktail or whatever mentioned in the earlier logs. Dreaming the city sounds like a gas. Oh, and that's the end of Private Torres. Reports. Gaston's cocktail. October 1962. Dr. Simpkins suggests that the dreamer Gaston's breakdown can be at least partially attributed to the solution he was given. Before more dreamers are connected, we'll need to test several different compounds. Decreasing the amount of glantamine as much as we can without losing dream lucidity. Please advise Dr. Harsgard that all dreamer experiments should be put on hold until we find the appropriate values. I would also like to note again that I found Vicecop's reactor code, this time penciled onto the ceiling above his workstation. Someone needs to confront him about this. If there had been a security inspection, we could all had our clearances revoked. Thank you. Yeah, security. I talked to Vicecop a few weeks ago. Haven't seen any codes since. Either he took the hint and actually memorised the damn thing, doubt it, or he's hidden it in his office somewhere. So long as it's only his career's in danger, I guess. Ward 1 Contagion. February 1963. Upon further investigation into the Ward 1 problem, I believe the methamide and oxycane levels were unbalanced, leading to electrical fields far beyond normal range. Dr. Harsgard agreed that the correct balance must be found before reconnecting Ward 4. However, he also asked me to look into what it would take to increase the field range even further. He assured me that it was strictly scientific and that whatever cocktail I came up with would never be used on human subjects. But why did I do it then? Do we have an ethics committee I can discuss this with? Did you not read the logs after that where Gaston may or may not have murdered people? Really? Assistant requires... Oh, there we go. This is Private Benjamin Torres. I'm trapped alone inside the medical lab facility in the lower levels of Ward Prime. If anyone can read this, please send assistance immediately. I mean, there weren't logs after that. Because... does all this, in which Jerry wins, and then, you know, that's it. Assistant diagnostic. I mean, there's the ones that are just returning errors. I'll try those. File corrupted. Thought as much. So, file corrupted. Yeah. Welcome back, Mark. Oof. Bit of frame lag there. So I don't want to be going down this way because that's where one of those things is going to be coming back up when I go through the rift. Mal didn't mention the computer, mentioned Gaston. And then the other one's on a different computer. I thought he saw those ones. Ah. Oh, I see. It says Jerry on the... Yeah, it does say Jerry on the wall prone thing. Very old fuse. It looks somewhat functional. Someone carved the word Jerry on this with a knife. Yep. Before getting trapped. I don't think I've seen those ones yet. There we go. Pretty sure that's all of them now. I'm hoping that's all of them. Two boxes full of stuff I don't actually use. That last one was definitely a waste. I mean, for me. Mostly applying the argument is about as painful as the issue itself. I mean, applying it, yes, but... oh, in time at least it helps. Okay, so... that's every occasion War Prime. I really hope so. There's one more, but it's easy. Oh. Yeah. Now I need to... oh, there's this one here. I don't think I've used this computer yet. No, I haven't. Log. March 15th, 1961. User, Dr. Magnus. I'm not even going to try and keep pronouncing his surname because I know I'm going to keep getting it wrong. Dresden says hi. Hello, scaredy chunky cat. It is ridiculous that they make us duplicate our notes in these electronic boxes. What if the power fails? How can these computers possibly maintain data integrity longer than... Oh, it went. User again. File corrupted. Last cage is in the main room protecting the blue thing. Oh, yeah, of course. New procedures may have produced fruit. The Dream Room Ward 3 has shown an increase in body temperature and brainstem activity, indicating a possible connection to... I'm sorry, I'm not well, and I have no interest in scientific discovery at the moment, however promising. This afternoon I fell asleep while monitoring Katrin and had such terrible dreams. Conflagrations, monstrous cryptids, the terrified voices of the damned. I woke in terror, my heart pumping madly. And it was in that awful state that I learned of something worse than a nightmare. They have closed the borders within my beloved Berlin. I still have family there. They're hoping to enter West Germany any day, perhaps even be brought there. Now the communists are building a wall, a goddamn wall. Do they fear their own ideology so much they will allow none to question, none to choose? I weep for my people. I had thought this kind of evil ended with Hitler. Perhaps it is inescapable. Evil does not originate from a single leader, it lies in all of us, waiting only for a permission to be expressed. Humans are both an elixir and a plague, our own worst nightmare. Perhaps the war did not go far enough. Perhaps anthropologic extinction is the only solution, the only possible peace. Forgive me. As I said, I'm not well. I should return to my work lest such dark thoughts drive me insane. Well, someone got infected by the root. Over a year. I was so deep in my experiments that I've forgotten to update this blasted box. Is it anyone's job to even read these entries? It feels like I am typing into the void, but we must do as we are ordered. For the record, Katrin has shown little changed. Although our data collection methodologies may exhibit some bias, the nightmares continue, and a wave of melancholia has washed through the entire research team. The world is on fire, it seems, and we feel its effects even here. War has broken out in Vietnam, Africa, and Cuba. Soviet influence can be felt in this very country. Brunner, in particular, has spoken many times of our imminent nuclear death, even to the point of wondering whether that is not the best way to end the world's pain. For myself, I have neither the heart nor inclination to argue. And all of us have been affected by the tragedy that occurred in World 2. We still don't know all the details, but the Dreamer Gaston apparently destroyed millions of dollars of equipment, overpowered 2 soldiers and several good scientists, and then shot himself through the eye. Ouch. No one can tell me whether he was awake or aware of his actions at the time, and they will not let me see the Dreamer's records. The ward is locked up tight until an official investigation can be performed. But I must know, did Gaston see what I have seen? Did he gaze into the abyss? Did he see humanity spread thin and find it lacking? It is a dark time to be alive. One wonders how much longer humanity should be alive for. Always forget this game is like old lore. Why isn't this happening into the 1960s? Yeah. Schleiermacher. Schleiermacher. Something like that. Close enough. I might as well just put up a pronunciation guide. I just try to steer clear it, especially when I'm ill. Oh, I got it right. I got it right, even though, ow, my throat is killing me. Half of Mal's brain shut down trying to read that. I mean, that's fair. Right, so I've now got Jerry, which means that I can go back up to the top floor and put the fuse in place and restore some power around here. Just need to remember how to get there. I need to put more emphasis on the Maca half, but otherwise got the sounds right. Woo! I still have to deal with the centre part, eh? Yeah. Jerry, go to work. That fuse was already in there when I was putting in. Well, we now have power. To the people, apparently. Oh, minor jump scare there. And he just pops out of nowhere. It's like, hi. Okay. Probably should have done that when I was first going through there. I'm going to use a checkpoint before I actually continue on, because I sense there may be a fight coming up, and I'd like to have my Dragon Heart's health and ammo replenished. Particularly the ammo. Unlock blast doors. Could be right in front of the big door. It's amazing that I'm getting these messages from you just as I'm actually doing it, Mal. Well, it's time to use the rift and blow that thing up. God love stream delay. Wise choice. I mean, it didn't use all that much. Ooh. Ice World. Trait unlocked Wisdom. Let's see what Wisdom does. Ooh, increased elemental damage. Nice. Time to blow this popsicle stand. Oh. You just reminded me I've got ice cream in the freezer and I want it. Damn you, Mal. I'm going to increase the elemental damage because I just realised the multiplier of this weapon is radiation damage. Is it? Yes, it is radioactive volley. And my sniper rifle does fire damage. So yeah, increasing that, yeah. Athena now says hi. Oh, hello Athena. Did Dresden run away again? And Ed is still here. Good, good. Just feeling a bit messed and not chatty. No worries at all. Dresden did run away. So, for people who were here last stream, when Callie was explaining about Athena, and that Dresden had run away, the gift in question was literally, Dresden was, you know, sneaking up a little bit behind on a, a cushion. Athena turned and looked at him, and he bolted. Oh, okay.
You should be more careful. The shadow is following you.
Oh, that's a big one. The normal shots and fire also bad damage. That would make a lot of sense, yeah. Himoto wants to see the GIF. I'm sure if Callie knows a way of posting it to Discord, she'll happily DM it to you. Here we are. Very snowy. I like. Again, it's not just, you know, a reskin of somewhere I've already been with different weather conditions. It's actually just already feels like a completely different area. I like this. My new lesbian love interest. Yeah. Draw near woods. Girl in the snow. Yeah, that works. That looks like an explosive barrel to me. It's a plant. Okay, those things inflict frostbite. Yeah, that thing does. Yeah. Trollnir, nice name. Yeah, curiosity kills the cat. And the mal, apparently. Oh, hang on. You're a Yaesha enemy. Missed. You're also dead.
Is that all you got? Who's next?
As one of the hidden trophies to go in the snow. You have ranged options. Yeah, I know. I also have an ammo counter that I'm fiercely protective of. Oh look, respite and items near a bonfire. Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet that they were initially planning to, or do in the harder difficulties, of when you're away from bonfires, you start slowly building up frostbite. And the only way to get rid of it is to go and stand near a bonfire. Because yeah, that's a neat idea, and I've actually seen that used in another game that I've been recently playing, Vikings of Midgard, I think it's called. It's definitely Vikings of something. It's basically a Norse. Oh, it's the Skaven. It's basically a Norse Diablo. Scaredy cat is scared. I know the thing. Like, as soon as the thing, whoa! What on earth are you? Have fire damage. Oh, you have a lot of health.
Come on.
Oh, no, you don't. There. This isn't good, she says, with an arrow sticking in her throat. Yeah. And another one in my arm. Used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the throat. Big boy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to just come at me out of nowhere. Me just showing off my world-class accuracy there. I like this place. Already I really like it. Give me something other than scrap though. I have plenty of scrap. I'm pretty sure I'm close to 100,000 again. Oh look, I'm over 100,000. And the thing is, I have no trait points in scavenger. I'm getting no bonus scrap. Because I don't need it. Because unlike some people, looking at you, Malrus, I demolish environments and I search things thoroughly. You're really interested in how I react to the final boss when I get to it? Can't wait. Ooh. Give it time. Actual rat. That's a bigger boy.
Yeah, get it.
I'll fight you on the spot. Very nice. Love making them fall over. Oh yeah, I can see why. So, I have to express a slight disappointment with this. They promise us 2 whole new worlds. I would not consider Ward Prime to be a world. It was a dungeon at best. It was, you know, a bit of story type preamble with the area, and then it was a dungeon. I am slightly disappointed. Right, yeah, there's, you know, other way round. There's an NPC. There's a friendly NPC on the other side of that gate. Well, I'll be looping around to him soon enough. Or her. Two whole new worlds, carpet ride intensifies. So something that is slightly off-putting to me throughout this this world is that those skaven type creatures, the noise they make when they activate. If anyone has ever seen the TV series Bottom, the noises they make sounds like something that Eddie would make when he just woke up, and I cannot think of anything else. So those skaven are just, you know, mini Eddies now. Stuff I can break open that won't blow up in my face. Yeah, Ward Prime was a new location, but we wouldn't call it a planet. This is a planet. Dungeons, random events, and all, but the Ward Prime is small. Yeah. I mean, I've no problem if they had made it out to be, like, you know, if they were honest with that up front. But the way they advertised it made it sound like we were getting two whole new worlds. I have no idea where that guy went. Oh, he is actually just playing Ring Around the Roses with me. I mean, world construction wise, this makes me very much think, oh, an ammo box just fell out of that chest. Okay. Yeah, world construction wise, this feels very much like a combination of Yaesha and Corsus. It's no bad thing, but it also manages to feel completely unique in its own way, which again is awesome. I have no complaints about this world so far. This world is really nice. I was interested in how they would have made a Ward an entire dungeon-like planet, but oh well, yeah. That had so much promise when they said, you know, go to Ward Prime. Like, a whole world of, you know, former Earth settlements overtaken by the Ward. Yes, please, because we got teased about that at the end of the base game. What's the classroom? I mean, it's a classroom setup, but that's clearly a sacrificial altar. It's almost like, well, kiddies, who got a C on their spelling test or worse? Oh, you three? On the altar. You know the rule. Underperformers get sacrificed. Mo says how Loki teaches children. I mean, yeah. I am starting to see what I... So, when I was readying the stream and sending out my notifications on Facebook and Twitter, I caught a glimpse of Icy Caress's little, very brief opinion on this, and he said it was too short and a bit too easy. Charcoal necklace. I do hope that whilst they said it's the end, I secretly hope they're like another one. Yeah, like if they turn around and said, you know, oh, this is done really well. Yes, we can do it. Okay. Increases fire damage from all sources by 15% and burning damage by 50%. Wait, is that dealt or... I've got no idea if that means it's for me or enemies. And that's slightly worrying. Bad children can get on the cannibalism altar. You must be sacrificed for the good of the class. Our grading curve will accept no failure. I don't know how you've done it, teacher, but you've really defined expectations. Every single student in this class passed with flying colours. Yep, that's just how good I am. Though I'm pretty sure you started out with a class of 30 and now you've got a class of 3. Well, some people just can't hack it. That's why hell is in hell. I mean, yes, true. This weapon's just brutal. Mal says it is short. Again, you were able to beat it in about 5 hours, but the Remnant plants are short but replayable. This is true. I just wish we'd gotten 2 of them like we were somewhat promised. Rather than 1 and a bit. Okay, you know.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, you are tracking now. God, Apple would love to have the amount of tracking that you have.
Damn it. That was rough.
It's going to stay off WhatsApp for a while. There's a reason I only ever use WhatsApp to talk to a moto. And why I don't give my number out. Mal says, it feels short to us in IT because we had the wait period between the base game sponsored courses and this. That's true. You people go from base to swamp to this without a period of wait, so it'll feel like a longer experience. Yeah, that's true. As a whole, in a full experience, yes, it's a nice length of game. But for just DLC, it's a bit on the short side. But, you know, can't really complain because of how cheap it was. Chunky rat. Yeah, it was. Oh, and Callie's going to sleep. Good night, Callie. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Privileged emoto noises. Yep. Well, there's a dungeon entrance, which I'm going to say links up to the other dungeon behind the one-way gate, because that's usually how these things work. $7.99, yeah. So for what we got, it's a good price for what we've gotten. It's just, it felt like they were promising a lot more than what they delivered for that price. That's my issue. It's not a big issue. Like I say, it's still fun at the end of the day. I don't feel like I've wasted money. It's just, I feel like I've gotten my money's worth rather than I've got an amazing deal. That's probably what it is. It was bumped up, but it wasn't like they made it £10. Yeah, they bumped it up by 18 pence. That's it. You're probably not going to be sleeping for a bit because you had to deal with people. I'm sorry to hear that. This is why I really dislike dealing with people on there was an alternate meaning to the word meat spin I've never heard before. Oh, wow. And I thought it was just Bioshock that was going to be doing things like that. But no. Yeah, same Mal. Doesn't feel like a wasted... This was not wasted money whatsoever. It's just, you know, it wasn't wasted money, it just wasn't amazing value for money. Personally, if you got your money back and more. And yeah, that's fair. I mean, I am still a little bit salty with Swamps of Corsus. Even though I finally killed the Queen. Oh yeah, that's something that the people won't all know viewing the stream. The optional boss that comes with the DLC, I have actually now tracked down and killed. Took me 3 attempts, maybe 4. But yeah, I was planning on, you know, one of the times like I went in to just record it using OBS and then put it up on YouTube and say, hey, look, I killed the boss. But the time that I was thinking to do that was when I was going into the attempt where I actually killed her. And I thought, nah, it's fine, I'll die this attempt and, you know, I'll record next time and record from then on until I actually kill her. Oh! Slightly did that on purpose, I promise. I promise I did this on purpose. Insert you spin me right round like a record here. Yep. Mal 2 beats his meat until it spins. You might want to see a doctor about that condition. I have to say, you know, call-out wise, with the lack of insults that she's throwing out, my character is remarkably restrained. I think if I was in her position, you'd be hearing things that would make a sailor blush come out of my mouth. Just run through base to the end, we can skip courses. That's really what I do every single time now. I'm quite happy to take down the Undying King and skip courses. Because that's what I did when I powered through the campaign a second time. I skipped courses entirely. Because, you know, because I thought, you know, this campaign would attach directly onto the end of the normal campaign, I thought, you know, I just need to get to the end. It doesn't have good luck with people, do you? I mean, that's not true. We've got a group of people here and in the Tier of Grace Discord. This is, you know, no matter where you go or what you do, you will find that there are awful people. Emote doing predicting mother noises. And Mal says, yes you do, remember the friends you do have, Malk, Ten, Callie, Mal himself and Mock. Yeah. And Burn as well. So if you get on well from what I've seen on Discord. So while you may not have a good history of people, Ed, you've got a good set of people now, which, yeah, the lingering of bad history with people will be an issue, and it will come up. Sadly, it will. But you always do have a solid core of people with the group here and in the Tier of Grace Discord. Mock was forgotten already. Oh, Mal, with the rate of things at which you forget things, do you want to be my debt manager? And people that you met streaming, Ed. I mean, to be fair, everyone that I've met through online means, let's see. I don't actually think that I'm still on good terms with most people who I've met in person first. Like, people I've met through online means first. They're the ones I've got the... Oh, it's a boat! Boat. You're not invisible to the right people. Trust me, Mock. If you were invisible to me, I wouldn't speak to you when you put messages in chat. I wouldn't respond. Well, actually, I probably would still say do things in chat, because really, unless someone's being outwardly nasty, I'll still talk to them. But I'll still talk to you on Discord, and you know, I would not respond to your private messages if I didn't like you. Mal handles debt like the US handles war and pandemics. He'll win through the tactic. It got too expensive to just say they've handled it. I mean, yeah, I get that. I mean, that's also the thing, Mal. Have you heard that? Well, not just Mal, but everyone. Have you heard about the coin shortage? The US is literally out of common sense. You mean in real life, Mock? Don't worry, same for me. Absolute same for me.
Yeah, get it.
Hi, doesn't exist anymore. There is only COVID. Oh, there is no Dana. There is only COVID. You're like wallpaper to most people. Same here. I will, no matter what the occasion is, I will just sit there quietly and not get involved. I really do not do in-person socialising. I don't like it. Now like a pun. I'm bad. I told that one to Callie whilst she was drinking coffee and she nearly choked.
Whoa, it's over.
Okay, so while in Rome, they had what on earth? Oh great, so we've got kamikaze rats. Well. Oh, there's an elite. Always got a cannon. Fly faster, please. You get Alito's armor.
It's over.
It is very good, but unless you get things to lower your weight encumbrance with, you can't dodge. Well, you can't dodge roll. You flop like a fish. So this frozen area so far is filled with the skaven. Seems to be, yes. Ooh, razor wire necklace. Let's see what that does. Increases bleeding damage dealt by 50%. Ranged and melee damage dealt to bleeding enemies increased by 15%. Malrus? You will want this for the Devastator mod. This is their homeland. They have a name, just couldn't be asked learning it. You call them Ratus Ratus. I just call them Skaven. You want to paint? Is it still not Ryamoto? That sucks. Are you using oil paints by any chance? Because I know that those things take an age to dry. You just flop randomly. Why would you put razor wire around your throat? I don't know. Oh, for the love of, why do you exist? Oh, he's got a lot of armor on as well. I really hope you're not going to be my my first dungeon boss. A few things to improve bleed. Have the whetstone increase your crit chance and crit damage on bleeding enemies. I would say get that that necklace as well, Mal, because that will just make the Devastator absolutely slay things. It says watercolour. Ah, that's going to be my second thought. When you set the paper so the paint would flow nicely, so the salt would actually work. And now it's got a nosebleed. Look after yourself, Ad. Seriously, take care of the nosebleed before anything else. Pristine Essence. That sounds like it's going to reduce frostbite. Increase resistance to all elemental damage by 15 and reduce the status effect by 50%. That's kind of nice. Also, Moto used to have a necklace with a glass shard. I mean, yeah, a glass shard is fine, but a necklace made completely out of razor wire, though. There's something that's little on the masochistic side, to the extreme. That says they're both charms, would be a choice, but razor wire is definitely a good choice. Yeah. That is definitely a toss-up. I think you've found a new boss slaying weapon. Is it one from the DLC? The shard that was sharp enough to cut with. Okay, fair, but you know it wasn't. It wasn't like, you know, like, it wasn't the necklace was made out of it. It was just, you know, like a pendant type of thing, right? Oh no! Oh, there's a big one! Oh, that's a big one! He just threw a chunk of snow at me. Oh. Semi-cheesing him now. And of course that does a lot of frostbite damage. And an armor piercer. It does less damage than the Devastator, but its stacker in the mod is just amazing. Yeah, not that insane. No, but that's what we're saying. This razor wire charm is just full on. The whole thing is just a piece of razor wire that you wrap around your neck. This is some really epic hero music. Oh, it was until it ended. Some DLC you get given at the end of the game. You'll get it, don't worry. Ooh. Oh, it's that one that you said that even at +9 does like 5 damage. Or 12. There's an even bigger, chunkier rat. There's always a chunkier rat. At least those things don't deal frostbite damage when they blow up. They just run at you and go boom. He's one of those easily double your height if it wasn't for the rats having that hunched back. Yeah. Most is sad that she lost the necklace, but someone to keep safe and then forgot where safe was according to my mother's brain. Yeah. I lost a fair few things that way. And literally those are things that you will only find when you move house. And sometimes not even then. That's not that. Oh. Anyway, to cure frostbite. Wait, I think. Or perhaps go near a... Maybe going near a flame might do it. 12 damage is melee. This is boss layer's long gun. Oh. But no, I've not actually found any items that cure frostbite, which is weird. Because you'd expect them to be sort of cramming them down my throat with how Remnant works. But no, they've just been throwing bandages at me for the most part. Okay, that gargoyle type thing was actually throwing bombs down at me. And spice fruit, oddly quite rare. Rare? Why would it be rare? It's a pretty thing that had emotional value for certain. There's a real reason, you know, Char was sharp enough to cut. Ah! Oh, now they're just throwing enemies at me. A lot of them. I've only found 3 spices in the whole DLC, but Frozen is easy to wait out and goes away quickly. Oh, that's fair. Haven't seen this interpretation of the Skaven. I mean, I've not seen much of the Skaven outside of Vermintide. I have seen something else with the Skaven in as maybe a game. Oh yeah, Warhammer Dark Omen. Welcome back, Ed. Showing off your Tear of Grace emotes. Or one of them. Most of the Skaven stuff seems like underground counter. Yeah. They do manage to, you know, cram things together and make things work through some form of dark magic though, so you gotta admire, you know, their boundless ingenuity and their determination to make stuff work. Even just by screaming at it and saying, work damn you. Vermintide is all about Skaven, is it? Yep. Vermintide is all about the Skaven, as is Vermintide 2. Although, basically you have a union between the Skaven and Chaos. There's also... There's Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat as well, I believe.
Is that all you got?
Which, that's also very much about Skaven, if my memory serves me properly. Okay, well, even more now. Something happened after the nosebleed then. This should be sorted. That's good. That part at least is good. Skaven, scream till it works. Orcs believe in it and it works. It just works. Yep. Literally the only reason that it works, that Orc technology works, is because they believe it works. And, you know, the most advanced technological scientists and crafters have inspected Orc technology and say there is no reason why this actually should work. Like this makes no sense whatsoever, and yet it works somehow.
Whoa,
Like,
it's over.
they believe that painting their ships red makes them go faster, and they go faster when they're painted red. That big thinking. Yep. So again, like head while sorting nosebleeds. Yeah, that sounds like, you know, you may have lost a little too much blood. It happens. Like, I get that when I have heavy nosebleeds now and again. Red go faster. Nosebleed now just sorted, semi-light-headed. Yeah, as I said, sit down, drink some water and get some fresh air. And also have something tweaked, preferably sugary. Orcs are the rednecks that put go faster flames on their cars. Yep. They really, really are. Oh, it's another boat. I was going to say, that door doesn't go anywhere. As far as dungeon construction for Remnant goes, this should be a boss. That's ominous. Yes, you can't handle food, just drink sugary water. A biscuit like a nice biscuit is good, yes. Or, you know, some generic American bread. That's got some very heavy winds. Oh, wonderful. So Malrus, is this looking anything like the boss that you got? Because I'm kind of hoping not. It looks new to Mal. Nice. Let's go. Dungeon boss. It's a storm mage. Ikro, the ice conjurer. Well. You don't remember Hurricane Katrina in your bosses? A windy sheep. A very unintimidating name. By the way, all Dungeon bosses have names. So you got T something the assassin. Yeah, that was easy. Probably partly due to the fact that I was absolutely beasting his face with a sniper rifle and doing like about 3,000 damage with the weak spots. So, you know. Easy, Glacial Scepter. Gonna have to go back to Ward 13 and find out what that's all about.
Not enough room.
I'm sure that boss would probably would have been a lot harder if I wasn't doing such stupid amounts of damage to him. Honestly, mage bosses are easy. They can be. They can be, but they can also be overwhelming. Like, have you ever faced the Thrall in Corsus? The Beans also nice, yes. Mage bosses are tough because they normally have numbers. So the Thrall in Corsus, I've seen Icy trying to face him down on Apocalyptic shortly after beating the Escort Queen. Couldn't kill him. Could not kill him. Because that guy spammed radiation attacks all over the place and then summoned up elites. So the massive screaming bug things with lots of health, that's what the thing throws at you for minions. When you see that mage though, they don't last. Yeah. You got Clankers though on Corsus. Oh, he's so easy. Like, he has got to be one of the easiest dungeon bosses I've ever come across. To be fair, he is so easy, I keep forgetting he exists. Thrall was fine for you on Apocalyptic? Yeah, no. He's fine for me when I fight him. But thinking about fighting him on Apocalyptic? No, thank you. I mean, to be fair, thinking about playing this game on Apocalyptic? No, thanks. Chillwind Hovel. Oh, okay. So it allows me to go to any of these places on Earth as well as Reisum. Makes sense. Let's come to a conclusion. What's that, my friend? Yeah, just for a little laugh, I did actually put the game onto apocalyptic mode, onto an adventure mode, and saw, you know, just how bad it was. I went to Yeisha. Oh, the basic enemies. The basic enemies that my sidearm that I'm carrying now can near enough one-shot took 5 shots to kill. It was insane. You need an island where all the people you like can come and be with you. Yeah, I will very much, yeah, I'll very much go with that.
Hey, you made it. Welcome back.
Welcome back, traveler.
Oh, Commander.
Please, Bo, I keep telling you, Ellen is the commander now.
Oh,
I honestly thought he stayed on Yeisha just because
Just call me Andrew.
he was a
sir.
lazy bugger.
I'll go check on the gates.
Now gladly I'm playing on hard but not apocalyptic. Would you play on Nightmare though?
Odd kid. Bo told me you found Ward Prime. I'm glad to hear my intel was still good. Been a while since I thought about that place. You know, I never properly thanked you for what you did for me on Yeisha. Oh, I don't mean getting me out of that cell, though. I am grateful. I mean helping me find myself again. I'd given up for so long. Forgot how to fight. Why to fight. But seeing you gave me hope again. Reminded me the root could still be resisted. So, thank you. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Mal's possibly only in co-op. He's still alive. Yep. Slight spoilers, sorry.
It's different. I was gone 30-some-odd years. Some folks lived and died their whole lives in that time. Ain't easy getting to know people. Most of them think I'm either a legend or a ghost. Hell, maybe they're both
Man looks like he's on his way out, so
Ellen's
can Ed have his
still
cape?
good
Yes,
work
Ed, you
here.
can.
She's kept folks alive and given them hope. Just like her mother did before her. Ellen? Well, she's talking to me, that's...
I thought he was going for the
I'm
Michael
sure
Jackson
she's
feels
still
like, I have
in
one
charge.
glove.
Just want to help however I can.
But here's a nice
others
other glove, we'll go with it. I have one glove!
To them, I'm still
Okay.
Thunderford, the hero. But to Ellen,
Okay, fashion man.
I'm the grandfather that was
Spoilers
never
for Mark
there
Wood's,
for her,
fuck it, you wanna see how it
not
is.
even when her mother
Yeah,
died.
it's still, you'll still, you know, find out,
Work through.
you know, the how and
We'll get
why.
there. Provided,
But yeah.
The root don't kill us all first. Good luck out there.
Go away. You provided very little, you provided nothing of value. Please. Please.
Hey, traveler.
No, nothing. Why do I have adrenaline equipped? Ooh. That can still come in handy. Back up to nearly 400 hardened iron. What,
Till
over
next
400?
time.
Now let's go and see what this boss drop gives me.
Yeah.
Let's trade.
Fine.
Blizzard.
Let's have a look.
Cast a storm cloud that rains icicles as it travels forward up to 30 meters. Icicles deal 30 frost damage to each and apply frostbite to enemies within 2 meters. That's kind of awful. How many iron have I
I got
got?
work to do.
Too much.
Keep moving.
So, here's the thing, Mock. So look at the materials there. 167 iron, 209 galvanized iron, 73 iron, 414 hardened iron. Right? doesn't seem like much. It seems like quite a lot. But when you consider that almost all of my guns are at maximum rank, apart from boss weapons, you know, the maximum rank before needing a simulacrum, I went on a spending spree of all of those materials. Just, you know, just to try and get rid of a lot of them, because I had so much of them. And I'll give you that hardened carapace. If I could, I would, Mal. Honestly. Ed, I'm the grandfather of this place. I forgot the name of your great-granddad. I'll make you pay for the pension fund and make sure you get a nice hot chocolate. Just give me that cool cape. What's with the hardened carapace? It is a DLC item for Swamps of Corsus. You can exchange it for a armor set. Chivalwind Hall. Mal got a mod that lets you throw an ice javelin and a mod that lets you throw 7 knives that cause bleeding. You got the better end of the deal there. You really did. Because that Storm one is kind of pathetic. Especially seeing as, you know, that would have been nice, you know, if it was like, I don't know, centralised on you, but with a decent range, or when you cast it forward, it has a decent range, not just 2 meters. It's like, pretty much any mod I have outdoes that. And looking at the time, I honestly don't think I'm going to finish this tonight. This is going to need its own extra stream. I have no idea when I'm going to stream it again. I kind of want to stream it as soon as possible, because, you know, it's awesome. You call the old man Gary. You don't know his actual name. Gary works. Hardened carapace, yeah. The armor hardened carapace gives is very nice. Yeah, but it's all very large thing you go around it. What the?
Why can't you all sleep at the same time? Greetings, Wanderer. We wondered when you would arrive.
What is this?
I may only be Emin, but I am Crow, gifted with sight. I am also Mother, gifted with many hungry mouths. I have seen you in strange places, Wanderer, fighting creatures of nightmares. We have much to offer you.
Why does she have a Cockney accent?
Good fortune, perhaps. A curse on your enemies. Or maybe you wish to spurn death itself. In all things we can help. For a healthy price, of course. Of course.
She sells Bloodwort, Frenzy Dust, Pristine Essence, and she sells Spice Root. Removes frozen effect and increases frost resistance by 30% for the last 10 minutes. Trinkets. Ooh, Scavenger's Ring. Collecting scrap iron ammo pickups regenerates health. Mine. And let's just buy, I don't know, 15 of these. And you know, make it 20. I still have over 100,000. Because Cockneys are rats.
Be well, Wanderer.
I mean, true, but at the same time. There we are. Put Spice Root into the quick slot. She's a merchant? Yeah. Did you never ask to trade with her? That's a good trinket. It is. It really is, especially for someone who's like me. Has a ring as well. You'll gain that ring. Phil, is it bad you want to fall and yeet Mother Rat into lava? Unless it wants to give her a skirt or a blanket. Yeah.
Greetings, strange one.
What's a Kral?
The crawl gifted with sight beyond most. We see what may be, and sometimes what must. Only 1 in 1,000 are born with the sight.
Have you only got the voice eyes? She wasn't offering trades?
By the
What on earth?
Emin are we. The Emin are all who are not Uriki. Chattel, thralls, and laborers. Yet, crawl only ever come from the Emin. Never Uriki. And so, we have value yet. Shifting images. I see patterns and contours, but their definitions have not yet been determined. You must travel our home to find your own.
Is Rat drinking
You
breast
must
milk? I believe
find
so.
your own to save your home. I can't tell you this. You need not fear death. Your path has already freed you. Fear only the loss.
Does Rat's have a caste system? Apparently, yes.
The only path to failure is to do nothing.
Okay.
Oh, so tired.
Well, this is unsettled. Like, I'm up for a lot of stuff, but I didn't need to see that. Yeah. Being like watching something you shouldn't have? Yeah. 8th day. Magir's path leads me to the Wen Ring. As Magir lay sick in his 32nd season, more seasons than most Uriki ever see, Magir summoned his 7 Hijal and named them each Hakun, establishing 7 clans and committing Uriki to generations of infighting when Uriki should rule the steppes and Warrens as one. The Wen Ring lines silent between solstices. There is no meeting of Hakun. Oracles do not convene. Only desperate seekers like Sildur brave the winds in hope of sucking what dregs of wisdom are left by the speakers for the dead. Why does Magir's spirit guide me here? Surely if Scarfang and Frostborn lay near the Wen Ring, some would find them. Or is it the speakers Sildur must find? Magir's path becomes Tarquin's? Perhaps that is my next step. I'm sorry, but when Frostborn, I immediately thought of Frostmourne. I was like, I don't want to hear enough about Mo Frostmourne. Showing you that Ed's not alone with that. Mal thinks Rat Mother is random herself. There's new voice lines for you as well. Yours told you to find her missing child. Oh. Uriki seem like the noble ones and the Emin are like peasants. Or the Uriki are the militant ones. The militant and the strong ones, so if the Emin are seen to be weaker, then why keep them around, sort of thing. Not your kink watching rats drink titty milk. Glad we're leaving her to mother her kids. Yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty sure some of those shots should have been weak spot shots, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's dead. I have an arrow in my skull.
Get it!
Missing the Cranberries song. What's in your head? An arrow. Why are you singing? I have an arrow in my head. I don't know how I'm not dead. The missing child events didn't spawn, I don't think, but I'll explore more just in case. I'd laugh if I found the missing child. But you find a wayward rat. I said wayward rat just as one of the enemy rats spawned. I'm like, oh, I hope that's not her missing child. Bang. Well, that's not missing any longer. I wish he had my riches in terms of materials. Yeah. You need to go. Not. That's completely fine. Looking forward to jumping into DLC and after you're done with the campaign. Yeah, honestly, it is so much fun. But what you may not have seen, because it was right at the very beginning, is to access the DLC, after you finish your campaign, you need to re-roll your campaign. Because then it will give you an option of doing the Subject 2923. She had a child on her. The missing child is a baby rat with a silver coat. It was on her chest. Ah, fair enough. See you later, Mock. Don't do a dum-dum. You're welcome, Mock. Because that bamboozled me as well. And if it hadn't been for Mal telling me about it, oh, I was salty. I was so salty. You understand why you don't have my scrap amount, but in terms of materials, it should be closer. Honestly, it makes sense because I was I farmed Earth Adventure mode so much, like absolutely so much. Oh, this is a boss already. Okay, this might be the final boss, the Crimson Hold. Okay. I was not expecting to jump into a boss fight immediately. Oh, and there's the exit to the boss fight. Well, there's nothing that the reunion tells me. This stream wouldn't have happened if it didn't clarify that you didn't have to rerun. You didn't have to rerun the entire campaign and you just a new option. This is true. I feel like a zombie head. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. I'm going to cliffhanger everyone very slightly. I will be right back. I'll be back in just a short moment. And I'm back. Alright. Final boss here. Oh, yeah, sorry. Because I've been spamming adventure mode so much, I'm used to, like, this should be the thing for... This would be the final boss if this was adventure mode. So, no, it is just another dungeon boss. This is where you got the chainsaw. Stream delay seems to be a minute for you. Jesus. I mean, I've noticed that you've been taking a lot longer to respond than, you know, the others. But jeez. It used to be only like 20 seconds. Oh! Oh!
Fresh flesh.
Oh! Rudvark the Rider and Varga the Warg. I'm sorry, but that should have been it.
Wonder how your taste cold.
Oh, come on.
Better than you have failed. There will be nothing left of you.
Really?
Nothing left of you.
He's dead. Do I have to fight the warg now? I think I do. Yep. Now I gotta fight the warg. Oh, and he's gone on fire. Oh, he's gone a bit mad. Oh, there's his weak spot. And dead. First attempt.
It's over.
New item, cold cell.
Bag's full.
Let's see. Moses' painting's finally dry. Go for it. He's very rude. Yes, he was rude. Gonna go paint some more now. Go for a
Not
tomato.
enough room.
Also, killing the warg fully heals the rider, but killing the rider didn't heal the warg. I would have expected it to be the other way around, honestly. I honestly would have expected killing the rider first. It would have prompted the warg to eat him, and then, you know, go utterly berserk and full healed. But no, apparently not. I'm guessing now that you killed the warg first. To the exit. The rider stabs the warg in the chest, finishing off, and goes honestly and smell my ass. See, the warg just, you know, sat there and watched him die. You killed the warg first. So let's go back to Ward 13 and see what he gives me for killing him first. And sadly, looking at the stream at the time, this is when I'm probably going to have to be calling the stream. Which is kind of annoying, because I want to keep playing, but at the same time, it's nearly 4 AM. I do not know what to do about when I should next stream this. I'm honestly kind of tempted, you know, to do a daytime stream tomorrow and just finish this off.
Needing any...
Also, so now she sells hydrocoolant. Secondary or long gun? You say a secondary. I'm going to go with a secondary as well.
Take care then.
I don't see why they would give me a long gun for doing that.
Yeah?
Oh!
Alright then.
The alternator. Weapon mod incinerator. Spews 11 fireballs that deal 10 fire damage within 2 meters each and ignites enemies with the burning effect, dealing 100 fire damage over 10 seconds. Damage 14, rate of fire 9, magazine 32. It's an assault rifle. Don't push myself, but you wouldn't be opposed to it.
Good. Now go.
Morning stream. Oh no, not morning stream. No, Jesus. Mornings don't exist for me. No, I was thinking more like, you know, my the old stream slot that I used to have for Freedom Fridays. You know, between 4 PM and 7 PM my time. I was thinking of doing it then. So then that also gives me, like, you know, 12 hours to rest and recuperate, and then, you know, come back to finishing this. So let's have a look at the alternator. Look at that! Now that is a nice beast of a weapon. By the way, I missed an automatic piston in Ward Prime. Look up how to get it. How you fuck explain that puzzle? Okay, I will definitely have a look for that. I kind of like this. I kind of really like this already. Where is it, Friday today? It is now technically, yes. It is 10 to 4 in the morning on Friday. But yeah, I don't think I'll be taking up the entirety of that 3-hour slot that I usually do for Fridays. Well, used to do, because I don't anymore. Prime fire is cold, mod is fire. Hence alternator. It alternates between fire and ice. I've only just picked it up on that myself. I had a big brain moment right at the end of the stream. Let's put that there. Right. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be ending the stream for tonight. This is fun. I love Remnant, as anyone from watching my streams can tell you. I love this game, and this is a very good DLC for it. I'm sad that it's the last DLC, and they're not going to be doing anything more with it, allegedly. But it already feels like it's a nice send-off. That said, I've still got the world boss to go. Well, it is. The thing is, it's not a world boss. It is a final boss. But yeah, we will see. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you all very much for coming along to the stream. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. My aim is going to be 4 PM tomorrow UK time, so in about 12 hours from now I will come back on and I will stream more of this. I'm going to hope to wake up in the interim and find that automatic pistol that Mal has mentioned, just so I can say I've gone and got it. It's probably not going to take the full 3 hours. I'm telling you that now. There's no way I can make the stream stretch to the full 3 hours. Mal's saying he'll jump in, surprise and meme me, join, kill me, and then leave. You remember what happened last time you tried to kill me? I devastated you. Using the Devastator. But yeah. So, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow 4 PM. I'm not going to let myself oversleep and sleep through that. It is going to happen. So yeah, I'll see people then for the continuation / finale of Remnant. Until then, thank you all very much for coming along and for your support. It is massively appreciated. I hope you all had as much fun as I did, because I love this game. And I'll see you all tomorrow. And if not then, I will see you on Saturday for the Bloodborne followed by Dishonored streams. So until then, have a good morning, evening, night, day, afternoon, whatever it is in your time zone right now. Stay safe. See you later.